Welcome. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and nice to have you with us. My name is Peter Peterson. I'm the International Marketing Director at Haier Biomedical, and we want to welcome you today to the Asia and Middle East live webinar. I'm actually coming live from London, and the team will be coming live from Qingdao in China. Today we're going to run through a bunch of different products and solutions, and the Asia Middle East team will do that work with you. We're going to talk today about products such as our ULT freezer range, our biomedical freezer range, our CO2 incubators, our vaccine refrigerators, and our reagent and new blood solutions. We're also going to hear from a few of our partners from around the world, and we appreciate their time. And those partners have given us videos of the work they're doing with Haier Biomedical from Malaysia, Thailand, Brunei, and Singapore, just to name a couple there. We're also going to hear from an interview that I did recently with Richard Traffato, our General Manager from Haier Biomedical UK. He's going to give us some insights into what's happening in the UK market, Europe market, and what the UK team has done over the last few years. We're also going to do something a little bit different today. You would have seen advertised, we've got a Lucky Door prize. The Lucky Door prize will include some refrigerators and some transport coolers. So stay tuned. We're going to do the Lucky Door prize at the end. Obviously, we know you'll have questions, so you can drop some of those questions into the chat box, and then at the end Ulix is going to do some questions and answers. If we don't get to those questions and answers at the back end of the webinar, we'll obviously like you to send those questions through email, or we'll answer those questions back through email or social media. I'd like to point out a couple of times today about our website. You can find out all the information you'll see today, and all the information that you don't know about the business you'll find at www.haiermedical.com. And we're also going to show you at a later stage so that you can actually join some of our social media platforms, which include LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and of course our WeChat. So without further ado, I'm going to now hand over to Mr. Wong, our Vice General Manager at Haier Biomedical based in Qingdao. So he's going to do a welcome message, and then we're going to move into the overall webinar. So thank you again, and now over to China and to Mr. Wong.
Hello everyone, I'm Wang, the Vice General Manager of Haier Biomedical. And I'm very happy to have you all join us here today. 2020 is really an unexpected and extraordinary year for us all. COVID-19 has spread across the world. In the past several months, the global epidemic has moved rapidly around our world. Here in China, we have also faced a severe and ongoing situation. At such tough time, our Haier Biomedical team quickly mobilized supplies to support our partners across the world. We supported with masks, oxygen generators, sterilizers, protective clothing, and infrared thermometers. Haier Biomedical sent all types of PPE to our local agents across the world, such as India, Malaysia, Philippines, Egypt, and UAE, Congo, and UK, to name just a few. All this equipment has played a very important role in these regions in the fight against COVID-19. Just for COVID-19 detection, we designed a PCR laboratory and mobile COVID hospital. For the PCR laboratory, we equipment was equipment, not only made by ourselves, but others. Not only equipment, but also the construction. I hope you can promote these solutions to your government. This will be benefit the people, the government, and us. This is popularly used in China hospitals, especially in Beijing. During this time, Haier Biomedical's first international Refrigerant project was built in Bangladesh. This project greatly improved the work efficiency of the pharmaceutical manufacturer and meeting the needs of pharmaceutical factory users. This project also reduced labor costs. At present, we are focused on the promotion of the Refrigerant solution, a solution that we believe should be utilized in every major pharmaceutical company all over the world. I sincerely hope that all our partners can participate and work with us to provide customers in the pharmaceutical sector. With this convenient and cost-effective Refrigerant storage solution. Later, this webinar, you will hear from one of our customers in Bangladesh who shared the Refrigerant user experience. In the first half of 2020, our R&D teams have continued to develop many new products. This investment is in response to the requirements from our partners. A key example is our -86 unburnt UFT freezer. This was to meet the exact demand of some universities and laboratories with limited space. Other UFT products launched during this time include our frequency conversion model and the -30 air-cooled models. The BSC Premium series is also very popular range in all markets. Based on the popularity of this range, we are now developing a new ultimate series. Key features will include automatic lifting glass sash on the touch screen. There are many other new products in development, and the team will update you when they become available. So, watch this space. At this point, in August, and with the joint efforts of our partners, Haier Biomedical has expanded across all markets due to our close relationships with customers and users. Here today, and on behalf of Haier Biomedical, I would like to express my respect and special thanks to everyone for your kind cooperation. In summing up, I sincerely hope that we can continue to work together and develop, grow with each other in the support of all healthcare professionals. I sincerely wish you, your family, and your team keeping safe and healthy. Thank you again for all your support. Enjoy the webinar, and now I hand over to the team.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, for your time today. And if you would like to contact Mr. Wong, his details are on the website, and anyone you're going to hear from today, including myself, you can go to our website to the contact section and you're able to email us any questions. So Mr. Wong touched on a few key points about the business. If you want to know more, you can contact Mr. Wong or a member of your sales team. As Mr. Wong said, we're now going to hand over to the team, but we're going to hear from Lawrence, and Lawrence is going to give us an overview of our ULT freezer developments. And then we're going to hear from Frank. Frank mainly looks after the Oceania part of the business, Australia, New Zealand, and Frank's going to do a review and overview of our BP and ST ULT freezer, and then followed by Canis, who's going to talk to you about our biomedical freezers and our new models. Again, any questions along the way, please put them into the chat and we'll do our best to get to your questions at the back end. ULIX at the end of the webinar. If not, we will get those answers to you, as I mentioned earlier, by email or back through social media. So now I'd like to hand over to my friend that I haven't seen for a few months, my good friend Lawrence. I hope to see you in a few weeks, Lawrence, but now over to Lawrence back in Qingdao to give us a review of the ULT development program. Over to you, Lawrence.
Hello everyone, this is Lawrence from Haier Biomedical. Welcome to our webinar. This part will mainly focus on our ULT freezer. ULT freezer is used to store bacteria, virus, red blood cell, white blood cell, semi-biologicals, and others. It applies to the hospital, university, blood bank, and the research center, etc. We started producing ULT freezer in the year 2005. So far, we have launched three generation ULT freezer. The capacity can cover from 100 to 959 liters. Before introduce our ULT freezer, I want to introduce a history of the refrigerant. Let's watch the PowerPoint. According to the companies and harm to the ozonosphere, we usually talk about the 4 kinds of refrigerant. They are CFC, HCFC, HFC, and HC. For CFC and HCFC refrigerant, because they are harmful to the environment very much, so they have been banned already. For HFC refrigerant, they have no harm to the ozonosphere, but it has some greenhouse effect, so it will be used as a transition refrigerant for long term. HC refrigerant have no harm to the ozonosphere, also have no greenhouse effect, so it will be regarded as the best refrigerant currently. All Haier ULT freezer use HC refrigerant, and there are 59 ULT freezer past the anti-star standard. 32 is from Haier brand. Okay, let's come back to our ULT freezer. So far, we have launched 3 generation ULT freezer. We call them conventional series, G series, BP, and S series. For conventional series, because we use HFC refrigerant, we have stopped producing already. European countries also will forbid HFC refrigerant this year. For G series, we have 9 different models with 7 upright type and 2 chest height. The most advantage of G series is that we use HC as refrigerant. We also design the new structure of cabinet, which can increase the heat preservation by 20%. And it also uses a famous umbilical and scope compressor and EBM fan, which can keep the low noise. Of course, it also include different kinds of lamp. For example, the lamp of high temperature, low temperature, low battery volume, and the power feeder, 6 feeder. Our new generation ULT freezer, we call them BP series and S series. For BP series, we use inverter technology. The inverter technology and AC cooling system ensure the world-leading energy saving performance. And super quiet, only 43 dB, just like you stay at the library. And the temperature uniformity is only 3 degrees. For S series, It has two independent systems. Either system can work independently. If one system failure, the other system also can keep the freezer at -80 degrees. Okay. In China, the market share of our UFT freezer is more than 60%. We also export more than 100 countries in the world. Our end user include the UK Biobank, Copenhagen Public Hospital, Aries Agriculture Department, Sydney University, and others. And this is the introduction for our UFT freezer. Next, my colleague, Frank Zhang, will give the detailed introduction for our new generation UFT freezer, BP and S series. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank. Let me introduce our company famous freezer. This is BP UFT freezer. This is ST UFT freezer. Let's first introduce BP series UFT freezer. This freezer, BP series, means inter UFT freezer. This freezer has a big eye, 10-inch touch screen. The user can easily make its sample through this touch screen. The user can monitor the freezer status by their mobile phone app. The freezer has the first advantage is super energy saving. The advanced design can save the energy lived to the world. The inverter technology can save the energy about by 50%. It's very friendly to the environment. Do you hear some sound of the freezer? No, it's ultra quiet environment. Like the sound is like in a library. The noise of the freezer, the whole freezer, is less than 43 dB by controlling compressor and fan. It has the voice reduction design and super silent compressor and energy save fan. The second advantage is the third advantage is uniformity. The temperature uniformity of the freezer is 3 degrees. How did we do that? Look at the door. Double form outdoor and indoor, all double form. Large capacity. Improved handle design. If you are weakness, you can easily open the door. There is 5-layer ceiling design and VRP thermal insulation technology. Another advantage of this freezer is super safety. It has 4 lock and 8 alarm function. This is key lock, padlock, paint frame lock, and NFC card for electromagnetic card. The filter is very easy to clean. This machine has got the certificate of Energy Star. This is the label, Energy Star. The user can check and compare competitors' products on the official website. This is the instant USB interface. The user can trace the history of the sample storage. Let's introduce another famous ULT freezer. This is ST series ULT freezer. UST means it has two independent refrigeration systems. If one system fails, another system can maintain the temperature to 80 degrees within 3 hours at 25 degree ambient. This machine have another advantage is cool down super fast. This machine have another advantage is super cool down and repeat recovery. It can put down the temperature to reach 80 degrees within 3 hours at 25 ambient. If open the door, the temperature recovery quickly if we opening the door. This freezer have two systems, system A and system B. If the temperature not reach to the 80 degree, the two systems are working. The temperature reach to 80 degree. System A working or rest, B is working or rest. They are all working or rest, or one rest or one working. They can energy saving about 50% compared to traditional CFC refrigeration. Thank you. Now let's welcome beautiful lady Candice, introduce biomedical freezer. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Candice. I will introduce deep freezer series. For deep freezer, we have 4 cut temperature range, total 18 models. Please see PowerPoint. For minus 25 degree, we have 2 models. Minus 13 degree, 5 models, only upright type. Minus 45 upright type models, 3 chest type models. For minus 60 degree, we have 3 chest models. For this series, we can store tuna, Australian lobster, and other fishery products. For older models, I will not speak too much, just pay attention to that. For minus 25, 30, 40 degree upright type, standard equipped with plastic drawers and shelves. Shelves are not adjustable because evaporator is fixed on the shelves, so we can't defrost with big force. Next, I will introduce our new products, 2 models. Please follow me. For this model, it is DW-30L 818 BP. For LCD temperature display, we can select LED digital or LCD touchscreen. Temperature accuracy is 0.1 degree. We can see the temperature and various alarms very clearly. USB interface is optional, so we can download up to 10 years temperature data. Ergonomic door design, so we can open the door very easy. Each side has a test hole. So customers can put additional temperature sensor. RS485 interface is standard equipped. Compared with old models, this model has 3 key features. First, it uses inverter compressor and hydrocarbon refrigeration. So it has a lower power consumption, only 3.3 kilowatt hours every day. We have got the Energy Star certificate. Second, lower noise, only 37 dB. So it is very quiet. Third, excellent temperature uniformity, plus and minus 3 degrees. Let's open the door and see the inner structure. Three inner door design. Adjustable shelves and built-in evaporator. So it can provide a faster temperature cooling and has a better temperature uniformity. That's the basic features of this machine. Next, I will introduce another new model. This model has the biggest capacity, DW-13L1218F. F means forced air cooling, automatic defrost. At present, the biggest problem of users in this field is defrosting. We have adopted dual system defrosting technology to solve the problem of temperature rising. At present, this is the only product in the world that can reach the technical level. Next, I will introduce this machine because it has a bigger capacity, so it has 2 solid doors. Please see temperature display. We can select LED digital or LCD touch screen. Temperature unit accuracy is 0.1 degree. So we can see temperature and various alarms very clearly. USB interface is standard equipped, so we can download the temperature data for 10 years. Auto-closing door hinge design. Except mechanical lock, we also have electromagnetic door lock design, so we can use NFC card to open the door. Next, I will open the door and talk about the unique features of this machine. This is the NFC card. For this machine, we have 12 stainless steel shelves which are adjustable, so it can meet customer requirements. Besides, we can add 48 plastic drawers, which can put about 900 blood bags. It's optional. Second, most important, our machine adopts dual system refrigeration technology. Left and right has independent refrigeration system. So if one system has problem, another system can reduce the temperature to minus 25 degrees. So we can provide the whole refrigeration system double safety. Third, dual system alternating defrosting technology. If one system is defrosting, another system will work at cooling. So we can reduce the temperature within 5 degrees when defrosting. Fourth, hot gas defrosting technology. The compressor adopts hot gas defrosting technology, which more secure, not like electric heating. which had the risk of electricity leakage. Last, intelligent defrosting technology. We have a lower frequency, which can reduce the influence of temperature rising. Above all basic features, the machine has a lower power consumption, only 8 kWh per day. The temperature inside can cool down from ambient temperature to -30 within 3 hours. That's a basic introduction of our two models. If you have any questions, please leave a message on the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence, Frank, and Canis, for your overview of our products today. And I spent a bit of time talking about our products and solutions and the benefits, and obviously the energy savings, the advanced insulation design, obviously the natural hydrocarbon refrigeration system. But to me, it's user friendly, massive cost savings for the consumer. And they talked about a number of different benefits and gadgets that come with our products and solutions. If you want to know more, because we are moving through pretty quickly the explanations of the products, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, go to our website and you can find out all the details. Also, we have multiple videos that explain the products in depth, so you can find out a lot more there, or you can get the brochures, or as we mentioned earlier, and as Canis just mentioned, send through the questions and we'll do our best to get to those questions at the end. There's many questions coming through. I can see them happening during the webinar, so we're going to do our best, but obviously with 70 odd we might struggle, but we'll get those answers to you in the next couple of days. I suppose for me, another key point that Canis kept making on was the temperature uniformity of our products. So again, thank you for that, the overview from the team there. And now we're going to move on to an interview I did a few days ago with our General Manager in the UK, Richard Traffato. Richard again gave me a few minutes of his time, and it's always important for me to talk to Richard because he's been in the industry a long time, and that gives us an idea of what's happening in the UK, and that definitely reflects when we're trying to work with the government here, how you might be able to do that in your particular regions. So I'm now going to hand over back to China. They're going to play that interview that I did with Richard late last week. So thank you, and back to, can you play the video, please? Welcome, Richard Traffato, our General Manager at Haier Biomedical UK. Thank you for your time today. How are things with you?
Yeah, very good, thank you, Pete. I hope you're well, and I hope everyone else is well in these strange times that we're living through at the moment.
Yeah, today we're talking to a webinar that's based on Asia and the Middle East, so we appreciate your time. So as usual, not a lot of time, so we'll crack on. Richard, you've been in the industry, for over 30 years. 12 years with the UK with Haier Biomedical, and the last 3 and a bit years as General Manager of the business. What have you seen in the biomedical cold chain industry change over the last several years, and why has Haier Biomedical become a leader in the industry?
Yes, it's a very interesting question, that, Pete, and I think realistically changes in legislation and compliance in things like MHRA and then the advent of HTA, which is the Human Tissue Act, over the years have meant that customers have become much more focused on the product's reliability and security that it can offer for their samples, rather than just buying on price. So there's been a real sort of swing in the customer's perspective on what they're buying. Traditionally, many years ago, they would buy purely on price, and now they're looking for a quality product that will look after their samples in the manner in which they need them to be looked after.
Thank you, Richard. Recently, Haier Biomedical UK has been approved for the NHS's supply chain pathology framework. That's the National Health Service for the UK. What does that mean for Haier Biomedical?
Well, so first of all, I think it's important to really explain what the National Health Service is, because we are the only country in the world who offer a national health service which is funded by the government. So whenever anyone gets sick, they are given free healthcare. So we have hospitals all around the UK which are funded by the government, And it's been a real killer for us over the last 8 years to not be on that framework. And that was the length of the last framework, 8 years. And when you're not on the framework, it's very difficult to sell into those hospitals, incredibly difficult. So this has been a real big event for us to be able to get onto this framework. We are expecting to see significant increases in sales of blood banks and pharmacy refrigerators. So anything sort of clinical based. And then also, you know, more sales of -80s. And more recently, we've seen a big upturn in safety cabinets into the NHS as well.
Haier Biomedical has a large and diverse portfolio of products. Can you give me a quick overview, or the webinar today, a quick overview of the products and solutions most needed at this time, and some key examples of major partnerships the team and yourself have across the UK?
Yeah, sure. So I think at the moment, you know, we've seen a massive uptake in Class 2 biological safety cabinets, which are being used in the testing of COVID-19. We sold a number of cabinets to TDL, which is the doctor's laboratory, in conjunction with the UK government, to set up satellite labs all around the UK. And I had a conference call again with them last week, whereby they're talking about setting up a base lab, which will need 20 plus cabinets for that. We've recently been working with a customer in the north of England who's been setting up satellite labs, and they are using containers, and each container will have one of our safety cabinets in. They've recently purchased 20 units. And also NHS accounts, so hospitals all around the UK are investing in safety cabinets to be able to do COVID testing on site. So there's been a huge demand for safety cabinets within the UK, and our stock levels are forever changing. You know, one day we could be at 40 and overnight that could go down to 10. So we're having to keep a very close eye on that and continue to talk to our key clients all around the UK on that. And then more recently, we've started to see an upturn in -80 sales. And what we're hearing from the experts within the market is that a potential vaccine will need to be stored at -80 for distribution purposes. Once it's then distributed to the vaccine centres, it will then be stored at +4. But certainly at base distribution centres, they're talking about -80 storage. So we're starting to see more take up on -80s at the moment. And one of our biggest clients is UK Biocentre in Milton Keynes for that, which is actually the government test centre for COVID at the moment as well.
There's some key points there. I think at this particular point in time, we've definitely got the right products across the cold chain and other parts of the medical industry, as you pointed out. What's very important is obviously our cabinets, and we've got the range there for the -80, and obviously we're well part of the industry for vaccine cold chain. Okay, just finally, appreciate again your time today. You've definitely been in the industry a long time, very much like a Bradman innings. So you've probably got some decent words of wisdom for our partners today. Can you part with some of that wisdom for us on why you've been so successful and still in the industry?
I think the key for me is I started out as a service engineer, and I really believe that there's a huge importance in the after-sales care of a customer. I'm very much about having a long, good, win-win relationship with a customer. It's got to be a win-win. You know, we've got to make money. We're a business, but we've got to offer them an excellent service throughout the lifetime of the product. And the last thing that I've ever wanted to be is a box seller, you know, someone who just is going to sell the product to the customer and walk away, because you then don't get a long-lasting relationship, and typically you then don't get more business from them. The other thing that we tend to try and focus on in the UK is listening to our client base. You know, we really want to listen to what they need and what they require. And we feed that back to our R&D team in China, who more often than not come up with a product to fit the customer's requirement. And then obviously that allows us to go out and sell that product. So listening to your clients is hugely important. And having that, you know, good relationship with our R&D team in China is again massively important for us to continue to develop and be ahead of the game with our competitors in the market for products. If you look at what we're doing now with our U-blood and U-reagent and our IoT-based products, it's way ahead of anything else out there on the market. So I think that's the key for us, is looking after the customer throughout the lifetime of the product and listening to the customer about their requirements and their needs, and making sure that we stay ahead of the game in terms of the development of our own product.
No, some great points here, Richard. It's all about relationships, isn't it? And making sure it's a win-win for everybody. So thank you for your time today. I'm sure that you wouldn't mind if anybody wanted to contact you to discuss anything you mentioned today, and they can find your details, obviously, on our international website or the UK website. So, Richard, thank you for your time, and talk to you soon.
Thank you, Pete. And I'll catch up with you soon.
All the best. Well, there we have Richard. I said that was done last week, so I really appreciate Richard's time, but he made some very good key points that we probably don't say enough, is that it's all about our partnership with you and working with you in each of your markets. And we obviously want to continue to do that. So whenever you have any ideas, we're open to listen to those ideas. And obviously from the marketing team's point of view, we want to work with you so that we're, as Richard pointed out also, we're not box movers, we're brand builders. We want to build a long-term brand relationship with you in your markets. So just some key points there. And obviously, if you, as I mentioned in the interview, if you want to contact Richard, you can through the website. We're now going to head back to China, and we're going to hear from Chris and Lena. Chris is going to tell you a little bit about our vaccine solutions and our BSC products, and Lena is going to talk to you about our CO2 incubators. And the team was actually in Chengdu with our factory a few weeks ago, where we produced the CO2 incubators, and she will tell you a little bit more about that. So again, lots of questions coming through. We will do our best. Please keep them coming, and we will get those answers to you in time. So we're running a little bit over time now, so I'm going to move quickly straight back to China and over to Chris, who will talk you through our vaccine solutions. So thank you, Chris, and over to you.
Thank you. My name is Chris. I'm the India director. My team is going to introduce Haier Biomedical vaccine storage solution, biological safety solution, and cell culture solution. Myself will introduce the first two, while my colleague Lena is going to introduce the CO2 incubator. At the very beginning, I would like to preview each solution. So the first solution is a vaccine storage solution. We have U vaccines and independent vaccine storage freezers and refrigerators. U vaccines is the internet-based, Internet of Things based solution for high efficiency and safety vaccination process. It consists automation, vaccine delivery, and vaccine storage. Independent vaccine storage freezer and refrigerator, we have solar direct drive and electricity powered. For the solar direct drive, it's especially designed for the customers that is remote and without any electricity. For the electricity drive, the refrigerator and freezer, it's for the customer that is a lack of electricity. It can keep the vaccine safe for 2 days and a half. So I would like to line up the independent vaccines storage refrigerators and freezers. So we have 5 groups. The first one is SGD vaccines refrigerator. The capacity is from 22 liters to 75 liters. So total we have 5 models, 2 chest and 3 chest and 2 upright. A second group is SGD ice pack freezer. The freezing capacity is 2 kilograms per day, and with a capacity of 16 kilograms. The third group is SGD refrigerator and freezer. We have 2 models. One is 35 liter and another is 100 liter. One chest model and one upright model. Both of the model have ice pack freezing capacity 2 kilogram per 24 hours, and the total storage capacity 16 kilograms. The first group is the ice-lined refrigerator. So we have 5 models, 3 chest and 2 upright. The capacity is from 61 liters to 211 liters. The last is an ice pack freezer, so 116 and 286. 116 with a capacity of 136 ice packs, and 286 is 310 ice packs. So this is a lineup of the independent vaccine storage solution. The next is a biological safety. Second solution is biological safety solution. We have the biosafety cabinet and the Lamellar flow cabinet. So the first is the ultimate biosafety cabinet. The benefits: ECM fans, cameras, electrical operated sash, velocity sensors, 2 velocity sensors, low resistance filters, 10-inch touch screen. Also, it's optional for LCD screen, and 2 more extended models for NSF models. The NSF certification is under process. It will be ready at the end of this year. The size is for 4, 5, 6 feet. The next is a premium series, the size 3, 4, 5 feet. Also, we have 2 extended model. One is S model with a single exhaust filter and dual EC fans, ECM fans. And another is D model with dual exhaust filters and EC fans. The third series is a basic series with capacity 3, 4, 5 feet. And also we have a B2 type is 4 feet. For the Lamellar flow cabinet, we have vertical and horizontal. So vertical is 3 and 4 feet, and horizontal and is 4 and 5 feet. So that is a biological safety solution. So next, I will going to show you the U vaccines solution. This is Haier Biomedical showroom. Actually, it's becoming very hot in the nowadays. It consists the U lab, U biobag, U blood, U reagent, and U vaccines. So I show how the U vaccines work. This is a vaccination book. So I take a paper to here for the vaccination. First, when I entered into this area, the information of the applicant will be appeared here just on the screen, and he is in the queue and waiting for call. At the same time, the information will be received. The request will be received by the doctor. So this is a login just for safety purpose. So log in. So the doctor will see the application, and he chooses to call. The kids come here for the vaccination. Then the vaccination, the drawer will be pulled out automatically. So the doctor chooses the right vaccination and scan here or double check that every information is correct. Then choose the right part for the injection, confirm. So the vaccination process is finished. Next to this refrigerator is a big one. Actually, it's for a vaccine center. It can storage the vaccines for months consumes. So at the top is 228 cooling area, and at the bottom is a freezing area. So I open the door. You can see it's very clean inside. The drawer can be rolled out very easily, and also it can fall so that you can add the new vaccines at the back. At the bottom, it's a freezer area. So this part, most of the vaccines can storage it at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius, but for some special, like OPV, need to be stored in -20. So this area is for freezing the vaccines, some special vaccines. Next to the freezer is another ice pack freezer. So ice pack can be freezed here. So this is a refrigerator. So this refrigerator is mainly used for inventory management of the vaccines. It can stock in and stock out the vaccines very easily. And you can transit the vaccines from this bigger one to this small one in the doctor office. So this is a scenario of vaccine, vaccine. And next, I will introduce the SGD refrigerator and freezer. This one can be worked at critical temperature, ambient temperature of 43 degrees Celsius. And also it's a A-grade anti-freezing freezer and refrigerator according to WHO PQS request. And also this have a display, 2 independent display for the refrigerator and the freezer. It's solar direct drive also. The inside, you can see the foam is 140 millimeter to keep the temperature. This one, in case of power failure, the temperature can keep for almost 1 week. Inside, it's inner doors and optional for the drawers. At the top is a water box. When you first use this one, you need to add water here. And remember not to exceed the water, not to exceed this line. This is a special design lock. And at the bottom is a freezer area. Inside, you can see it's the capacity is 2. The production capacity is 2 kilograms per day, at total 16 kilograms. And here is lights to show the running standards of the compressors. So this one have 2 independent compressors for freezer and refrigerator. Next to this one is an unlined refrigerator, just electricity powered. So that's all for the vaccines storage solution. Next, I will introduce the biological safety solution. So for the biological safety cabinet, it's classified to class 1, class 2, and class 3. Class 1 is just to protect the environment and the workers, but not the samples. Class 2 protect both samples, environment, and the workers. And class 3 is a completely sealed biosafety cabinet, which is the highest level. So behind me is our most advanced and high-end biosafety cabinet. Before I introduce this, I would like you to see a video of basic series and a premium series. Stay with us. Hello, everyone. I would like to introduce Haier Biomedical basic and premium biosafety cabinet and lamellar flow cabinet. I'm just located in Haier Biomedical facility. Next to me is a biosafety cabinet production line. Behind me, we have 3 machines. At the middle is the premium biosafety cabinet. On the right is the lamellar flow cabinet. On the left is a basic biosafety cabinet. First of all, I would like to introduce the premium biosafety cabinet. This is a 4-feet model, and it's configured with a LCD display and controller. On the display, we can read the inflow, downflow, and filter life. And also, it has several buttons. So the fan, light, and UV sterilization. We can just control the fan, light, and UV. We can appoint a time for the UV sterilization process. And also, it has an outlet at the left side. And the last one is a calibration function. So this cabinet is inside is configured to AC motors. So 1 supply motor and 1 exhaust motor. And it's a 10-degree sloped sash, which comforts the operator. The sash is a manual type, and with a mark here to put in the right position to keep the right velocity. And the inside wall is just a 1 piece stainless steel that is easy for cleaning. And the worker's surface is removable and has a V-type inlet, which maximums the air go inside. And the most important is it has a velocity sensor here to monitor the velocity in real time. At the back is UV sterilization lamp. Besides velocity sensor, this cabinet also includes pressure sensors to keep negative pressure surrounding positive pressure for operator safety. The downflow is 0.35 meters per second as standard, and uniformity minus plus 0.025 meters per second. I will measure and validate the velocity uniformity by the anemometer. So at this point is 0.34. Let's put in at the back is 0.36, and at the front is 0.34. So you can see the uniformity of the velocity is really good inside. And this cabinet is standard configured with a base, and the base is adjustable. The height can be adjusted according to the customer needs. So that is all for the premium biosafety cabinet. So next to it is a basic biosafety cabinet. It's also 4 feet, and it's configured only 1 motor for both supply and exhaust. And the sensor inside is a pressure sensor, and it has 2 armrests and 1 socket inside for the experiment power supply. And also we have optional valves like gas, water, compressed air, vacuum. So the third one is a lamellar flow cabinet. This one is a vertical type. So at the back is a HEPA filter. So the air go from the back through the filter and then go inside and go out. So it's a wide direction airflow. So you can see this only protects the samples, not the operators. Okay, this is all for the Haier Biomedical premium and basic biosafety cabinet and lamellar flow cabinet. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. So I hope that you can enjoy the premium and basic series and the laminar flow cabinets. So here I would like to introduce the ultimate biosafety cabinet. It's configured with a touch screen and with 4 main menus: fan, light, UV sterilization, and socket. At the middle, it shows the inflow and the downflow. And also at the bottom, it has configuration menus. This is for some alarms and events inquiry. And this one is for camera, some camera configuration. Just to log in. So this one is parameters set up, including the temperature, humidity, initial setting, run setting, network, UV lamp appointment, socket, camera, and some user management. So this is the screen. Also, it's a standard configured USB interface for the data extraction. For this cabinet, it's configured with 2 DC motors inside. So 1 supply motor and 1 exhaust motor. And here it's with 2 cameras at each side to monitoring the running operation status of the cabinet. And also it has a velocity sensor here. This here is to monitoring the inflow. And at the bottom inside, on top of the filter, is another velocity sensor to monitor the inflow. And also, it's have the armrest. The most highlight feature of this one is the electrical control sash, so that you can control the sash by electrical. For the electrical control sash, it's also optional for the fault switch. So we can control the sash by fault very easily. So after the biosafety cabinet is shut down, the sash is shut down, it also, the fan can keep a very super low speed to keep the sample and operator safe, so that a negative pressure is still around the cabinet. So at the middle is a nucleic extractor. So it's also very popular during the COVID-19 for the PCR experiment. So that's all for the biological safety solution. And thank you for staying with us. Next, I would like to warmly welcome Ms. Lena, is going to introduce the CO2 Incubator.
Hello, dear friends. This is Lena from Qingdao, China. I'm supporting India market. Welcome to our webinar today. Nice to see you again, India friends. Today, I'm going to talk about carbon dioxide incubators for cell culture in vitro. The main usage scenarios of this product include the pharma sector's cell culture for human immune cell research, stem cell and cell therapy research, gene detection, and biopharmacy, in institutes and universities for related life science research, and in clinical labs and research center of hospitals related with reproduction, urology, and endocrinology department. There are 4 factors to determine the success of cell culture: 37-degree temperature, 5% CO2 concentration, saturated humidity of higher than 90%, and anti-contamination. Now let's take a look of our machine and find out how Haier CO2 incubators successfully meet all requirements. Now, these are double-stacked incubators. The model is HCP-168. I'm going to open the doors, and we are talking about the point 1, precision temperature control. There are 2 PT1000 sensors installed in the back box and 6-sided heater based on Fuzzo PID system control, which ensures temperature fluctuation plus minus 0.1 degree and uniformity plus minus 0.3 degree. The second point is for CO2 concentration. The infrared sensor is stored here. It comes from Germany. Zero drift, 2-year offset, less than 0.3%, and it can resist 190 degree high temperature. The third point is the humidity. It's achieved by the water evaporation. Water evaporation in the chamber bottom, in the bottom chamber. Here is a sensor to monitor the water level. Once lower than this, alarm will show on the screen. The fourth point is anti-contamination. High efficiency filters is installed inside, and the interior is made of one plate, and the material is glass finished stainless steel. Now let's close the doors and come back to the touch screen for 180 dry heat sterilization. Touch this and follow the guidance, you can get it. It can be done within 12 hours. Touch here. Now the CO2 incubate, the concentration and temperature is in red for alarm. You can touch temperature and switch the temperature scale from Celsius to Fahrenheit. And for more details, for historical data, you can get a graph of this data and record for alarm record, event record, and left state of filter, sensor, and fan. Okay, that's all for my demo today. Do you like it? For more information of these products, let's come to a video. After the video, Peter and my team will take you for more products.
Cell culturing requires an extremely demanding environment and associated equipment. Reliable test data depends on high reliability and performance of the CO2 incubator. Haier CO2 Incubator, 180 degrees Celsius dry heat sterilization. IoT technology provides a platform for safe cell culturing. Fuzzy Logic PID control provides even heating from all 6 sides. Condensation does not promote bacteria growth. A professional organization tested the chamber at 27 points to confirm superior temperature uniformity with precise temperature control. Cell culture process is safeguarded. German advanced IR control sensor controls precisely the CO2 concentration. It can sustain high temperature. Its signal does not drift and does not require calibration. The unit's environment is kept steadily at a slightly alkaline condition. Fuzzy Logic PID control actively controls the airflow. CO2 concentration and temperature recover quickly after frequent door openings without overshooting. The unit bottom is heated intelligently for humidity to reach a saturation point. This ensures that the cells can grow in the best environment. The interior is a stamped, seamless tank. It is easy to clean. Bacteria growth is prevented. With one keystroke, the unit can start the sterilization process at 180 degrees Celsius dry heat. There is no need to remove any components. Stubborn bacteria are killed effectively. All work surfaces within the chamber meet cleanliness standards. independent temperature alarm system with sound, light, and remote alarm functions provides a safe and reliable environment for experiment. Alarm systems are completed with parameters such as high or low temperature, CO2 concentration, lack of water, and door ajar. IoT modules are included for interaction on multiple screens. IoT Cloud Platform uploads data, and real-time performance of CO2 incubators can be viewed through remote monitoring. Smart exchange of intelligence with easy operation. Touch screen is convenient for control. All parameters are shown on the main screen. Ergonomic design. Secured shelf positioning. Storage, archiving, and retrieval of samples are easy and convenient to ensure smooth implementation of experiments. Draining and cleaning is easy and convenient. Unit stacking saves lab space. Doors can be opened from left and right.
Thank you, Chris and Lena. A very intense and long overview of some of our products there, and touched on vaccine solutions, biosafety solutions, cell culture solutions, and our COVID-19 PCR lab solutions. Now, I'm not going to go into any more details there, but as you've seen at the end there, you got a pretty good video that of the product, and we've done that for most of our products over the last several months. So you can access these videos. So I know everyone's taking lots of notes. I can see that on the screen, but you can go into our website at www.haiermedical.com and go into our solutions, and you'll find all these videos. So if you're missing this and not getting all your notes down, you can either go watch those videos or check the brochures that you can find on the website, or you can also ask for a link to YouTube for the videos from your local salesperson. So thank you again, Lena and Chris. And I said you can find all the information on the website. We now have another very important segment that's going to be led by Lian. He's going to give us an in-depth overview of our U-reagent and U-blood solutions. And during that presentation, he's also going to direct you over to a few more videos. So you get to see some of the quality that we've done in video presentations for our products and solutions over the last several months. So keep sending the questions through. We'll try and get to them. And if not, as I said, we'll get to you by email or social media. So now heading back to China, over to Qingdao and to our exhibition center. So over to you, Lian, and thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everyone. My name is Lian. I'm a South Asia sales manager. So as we know, Haier Biomedical is not only a manufacturer of cold chain products, but also we can provide good solutions that based on the customer requirements. That the U-reagent solution is a big part of this. So about this U-reagent solution, it can build effective interaction between the users, refrigerators, and the reasons. So all the users can monitor all the items that enter this refrigerator, including our temperature, alarm, and inventory monitoring. This can help users to reduce the labor cost and save inventory check time. So this system consists of two parts. The first one is system. Another one is the refrigerator. So we have added lots of technologies to the refrigerators. One such as NFC card and Rfid technologies. So let's follow video to learn more about the refrigerators.
Haier Biomedical IoT U-reagent solution, smart management of reagent refrigerators. HYC 390R is a 2 to 8 degrees Celsius refrigerator with a volume of 390 liters. This product uses the advanced high-frequency RFID technology with accurate and reliable storage. This is achieved by attaching the special RFID barcode to the surfaces of the stored items. Each time the refrigerator door has been closed after access to the stored items, The product built-in RFID monitor will automatically calculate any changes to the items inside the refrigerator. Immediately following this, any quantity or other changes to the inventory will be uploaded to the cloud platform. Users can then check the storage information of each refrigerator at any time or location, thus eliminating tedious and error-prone manual inventory checks. IoT Cloud Platform. The IoT Cloud Platform can manage multiple refrigerators simultaneously and monitor the current and any temperature fluctuation of each refrigerator. Through the IoT Cloud Platform, users at any given time can check the inventory quantities of all refrigerators. Simultaneously, the entire life cycle of the refrigerator's temperature is stored and can be downloaded at any time. If the inventory quantity is too low, the system will issue an early warning low inventory alert. Through the IoT Cloud Platform, users can check the expiry dates of the stored items and can ensure first in, first out of all inventory. If a stored item is about to expire, the IoT Cloud Platform can immediately issue an expiry warning in real time to prevent any losses due to expiration. The IoT Cloud Platform can automatically produce low inventory orders based on the user's preset needs and send orders to the suppliers after being approved. Through the IoT Cloud Platform, users can assign different permissions to different management staff based on their level of responsibilities. Security. The product has a variety of fault alarms, such as high and low temperature, door opening, sensor fault, and power failure alarms with a remote alarm interface, and supports 2 alarm methods, buzzer sound and display flickering alarms. Its power failure alarm function can continue displaying the real-time temperature inside the cabinet for more than 48 hours after power failure. The IoT Cloud Platform can, in a timely manner, send the machine power cut failure alarm, over temperature alarm, and other fault alarms. The NFC door opening function can record and upload the information of the person or persons who have opened or closed the door to the IoT Cloud Platform to ensure the security of all stored items. Construction. Each shelf has an RFID barcode reader, automatically updating in real time inventory of all items in the cabinet. The product uses an electric heated, self-closing door design to ensure no condensation under 85% of ambient humidity. Users can clearly observe the contents inside the cabinet with no need to open the door. With the lights inside the cabinet and the light switches externally mounted, users can, in a reduced lighting environment, still clearly view the contents inside the cabinet. The product comes equipped as factory standard with 5 shelves. Each shelf is manufactured with a tag to facilitate the user's placement of labels. The product has a test hole for the users to monitor the temperature inside the cabinet. Performance. Multiple communication options, 4G or Wi-Fi. By using an imported evaporator, compressor and condenser fans, quality assurance and an outstanding performance in combination with Haier's unique electronic control system guarantees a stable temperature inside the cabinet between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius. The refrigerator is also equipped with high-precision 5-way sensors, which can display the upper, lower and average temperature inside the unit. In case of failure of the main sensor, the secondary sensor can control the operation of the refrigeration system as a replacement for the main sensor. Also available as accessories are detection and bionic temperature sensors. RFID, Refrigerator Smart Management of Reagents, starts with IoT technology.
Welcome back. So we have different models that have different capacity. The smaller one is mentioned on the video, and the bigger one is this. It has more than 500 liters, and the biggest one is for the pharmaceuticals and other companies. Is that this one? It is more than 1,000 liters. I will give you a demo about this refrigerator. This is an NFC card. We can use it to open the door. On this region, you can find on the bottle there is an RFID label, and when we take it out of the refrigerator, we can find the touch screen. And now, after we close the door, our system will scan all the inventory automatically, so we can find the record and close it. And on this touch screen, we can find all the items that are stored in this refrigerator. Also, we can find record of the stock in and the stock out. Also, there are lots of details about the samples. And now, when we store a new reagent, okay, we put it here and see the touch screen. And now our this system will scan them again automatically, so we can find the station. Okay, so you know before maybe lots of users they are using the notebook. They have to write down all the details on this notebook. But now we designed these solutions that it can help the users solve all the mission, all the questions. We already got a video from our valued pharmaceutical customer. They are using our this reagent solution. So what's the feedback? Let's see a video.
Hi, I am Anupam from Lamellar Limited. We are supply Haier Biomedical refrigerator. This one digital, one kind of digital refrigerator because we are using NFC card and Rfid system. I mean radio frequency system. This one automatically checking its inside the materials. We are using this kinds of RFID card when we are put on the sample. It's automatically showing in software. Okay, I'll check this one NFC card. It's one time use, not automatically open. Open, then automatically close. And when this card door open, this software is automatically check the door opening time shown here. Okay, and this one RFID card simply this one put on the sample upside or lower side, any side you can put on. When sample keep in the refrigerator, this one automatically shown here, in and out record here, sample name, and when this one inside the refrigerator, this one documented. Okay, and this refrigerator have a validation port or data logger port or inside the refrigerator. Yeah, it's light. Okay.
We also designed some new products for pharmaceutical companies, like this Rfid Smart Shelf. These products have same perception like this refrigerator, but it's just a shelf. So we also put the RFID labels on the bottle of the reagent. When we put here, we can find the touch screen. So all the system will be scanned by our system, and we can find all the terms here. After this, I will introduce this consumable cabinet. They have same perceptions. So this is a cabinet. That one is only a shelf. We can find there is also a reagent and RFID label. We can also use NFC card and very big touch screen. After these products, I will introduce our pharmacy refrigerator by PPT. This is our pharmacy refrigerator lineup. So from the smaller capacity to big capacity, from the old generation to new generation. We also have a combined refrigerator and a freezer that they can meet different requirements from the customer side. except this urine solution, we also have another solution, is blood here. There are three parts for this blood solution. First one is blood collection and blood storage, and the last one is blood transfusion. We can use this refrigerator in the vehicle and store the blood. Also, after blood collection, we can use this transport cooler to send the blood to the blood bank station. And this one can store the plasma and blood. For the if the customer have a big capacity of the blood storage, we also design a new storage system. That's this one. We can put the barcode on the blood bags and just put here. Our system will collect them automatically and scan them. So all the details we can look through on this touch screen. And I will focus on this refrigerator. You know, generally, all the blood will stored in the blood transfusion branch. But this one, refrigerator, we can put it on the option room because maybe some doctor need more blood and they can get the blood from this refrigerator after permission. So it can save lots of time to save the patient. And these two refrigerators, we can put them on the emergency unit because also maybe they have to need different kind of blood type. So we can put different type on this refrigerator. Also, after the doctor get the permission like this, they can scan the application form, and they can use the blood in this refrigerator. So that's all our blood solution for your blood. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. Some key points there, and it was good to see a video for one of our customers because I always say that we can tell the world that Haier Biomedical is the best in the business, but it's always good to hear from a user experience. You know, you touched on temperature, our alarms, our inventory, the user-friendly, saving time, money. These are all the key words, our RFID technology, and all those key areas that are important to making everyday life very much easier for the user. Temperature stability, again, but my key point that I always put in all our marketing materials that it's, you know, our products are safe, secure, and reliable, and that's the key point in the cold chain. So thank you again, Leanne, and thank you to our partner for their video. We're now going to look at a few more videos from our partners that came in during International Friendship Day a few weeks ago. And we've been putting those out on LinkedIn, but we thought we'd show you today who we're working with. And again, it'll be partners from Malaysia, Thailand, Brunei, and Singapore. So we're going to drop over to that. As I said, endorsements from you is always more important than us telling you how great we are. So thank you. Over to some end user videos, and then we're going to move on to questions and answers to wrap up the webinar. So over to China to play those partner videos, please.
Hi, this is Kenneth from Biotech Abadi, Malaysia. Biotech Abadi was appointed as the authorized distributor for Haier Biomedical in Malaysia back on 2019. And yes, it was a great experience to partner with Haier Biomedical along the way. We were invited to Chief Abadi last year, and we were impressed with the technology, with the outstanding features of Haier Biomedical coaching solutions during our visit early last year. The products and people are fantastic. They actually increase our confidence level to promote Haier Biomedical coaching solution in the domestic market. It is true that year 2020 is a difficult year for everyone, and probably an unforgettable one. But I believe with our enthusiasm towards Haier Biomedical, as well as our company's ability, provided with the professional support given by Haier Biomedical team, we will be able to undergo the pandemic together. In conjunction with the International Day of Friendship, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Haier Biomedical team, especially Kenneth and Lawrence, for being so supportive along the way. We hope your relationship, friendship, and partnership can be strengthened to the next level. That we believe that we'll be able to create a win-win situation that benefits everyone and more years to come.
On behalf of Gift Thai team, it's our pleasure working with Haier as an exclusive distributor for Haier Biomedical products in Thailand for almost 10 years. Haier brand has great impact to our company. They are always ranked in our top 5 sales since the first year we have started with Haier. With Haier's fully support on marketing, training, and after-sales service, make us more confident in the world-class standard of Haier. We would like to say thank you to Haier for your strong support, providing quality products with competitive price to the world. We really appreciate the opportunity having business with you over the years, and best wishes for the wonderful journey ahead together.
I'm Mr. Kumar. This is Miss Ling. She's a customer of our fridge. So I just wanted to find out from Miss Ling what's her experience with our fridge. Miss Ling, how do you find our fridge?
This fridge has been reliable. It's been good. We've been using it for more than a year, and we don't have any problem with it.
Yes, that's very good. And how easy to use it?
It's very easy. There's no everything's labeled. Everything's easy. It's just panel. Yeah, it's easy to use.
Okay, so you're very happy with
Yes, very happy with it.
Hello everyone in Haier Biomedical. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to express some word for the International of Friendship. I'm a representative from Radical Medicine Singapore. My name is Guo. Our company has cooperated with Haier Biomedical for about 15 years. We have an experienced sales and technical team on ground to sell and service Haier Biomedical products. Our excellent service and support make our company become one of the leading scientific company in local Singapore market. Also, we would like to thank Haier Biomedical team for the support throughout this year. We are satisfied with our business relationship so far. We are impressed and happy for the new product launching for this year. We hope our cooperation will be continued, smooth, and prosperous. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jess. At Biomedia, we have worked with many principals from all over for the past 40 years. Despite being one of our newer principals, Haier has quickly established itself as a sound and trustworthy partner. Things just hit off on the right note with their strong support, fast response, and short fulfillment lead time to help us secure important projects. It was when the COVID epidemic hit our shores in Singapore that Haier's character shined through. During this critical period when refrigerants and freezer were difficult to secure, Haier voluntarily reserved units for us. This stems from their understanding that labs needed to be well equipped to tackle this epidemic effectively. These are the actions of a true friend extending aid and support in times of need. 通过这次的挑战，海尔与我们风雨同舟，巩固了我们的友谊。谢谢海尔。
Thank you to our partners for your generous words and your time to put those videos together for International Friendship Day. You know, friendship is forever, and you know, if you look at our social media, you know, it's sharing the human spirit through friendship, and I think they're key words because it was proclaimed by the UN in 2011, well, International Friendship Day. So it's important for us that we show you some of the kind words that we receive from our partners and users around the world, because as the marketing director, it's important to hear from you. As I said earlier, we can tell you why we're the best, but the users can tell you why we are the best, which is the best antidote for telling everyone we are #1 in the world. We're now going to finally get to questions, and Ulix, the director of Middle East and Asia, is taking some of those questions, those a few hundred questions we received today, and we're going to do a few of those the best we can. And as I mentioned earlier, if we don't get to yours, please we'll send it through email or social media, or your local salesperson will contact you. So I'm going to hand back to China now to Ulix, and he's going to answer some of your questions. So thank you, Ulix. Over to you, my friend, and go for it.
Hello, all friends. I'm Ulix, Director of Asia and Middle East. Thanks to all of you in joining our webinar here. Till now, we have collected more than 30 questions from our partners. Most of the questions had been answered by our engineers in the chatting box. Hereby, we collected several typical questions to have a little deeper explanation. The first question: can model DW-30L818BP model be equipped with remote alarm and RS485 interface? Yes, this model have standard remote alarm port and standard RS485 interface, can meet users' remote access to LIM system for centralized monitoring of refrigerators. And the second question: which generation of model DW-86L486E and model 628E belong to? Yes, these two models is a little special because comparing with the first generation ordinary series, they use hydrocarbon gas, but comparing with GS series, they use the previous normal structure. In fact, because of the premium performance and the very competitive price, these two are the most popular models in Asia and Middle East market. And the third question is, what is the customer choice if a customer needs DC motor for an economic BSC solution? We know that for some customers, this motor is necessary. And currently, we have two models, both forfeit. It's A2D model and S model. In the very near future, in this year, in our new generation, DC motor will be fixed as the basic part. And the fourth question is from Refrigerant solution. How many units of system? But in really situation, considering the on-time response of the system server, the quantity is better under 100 units. And the fifth question: what's the recovery time after door opening? Our engineers tested very strictly in the laboratory. If keep the door opening for 30 minutes, 30 seconds after close the door, both temperature and CO2 concentration in incubator will recover to the normal range within 4 minutes. Yes, there are still some other questions, but as the time is limited, all the rest questions we will follow up and share the Q&A list by email to all our distributors. You can also contact with us.
Thank you, Ulix, our Director for Middle East and Asia. Apologies there, we had a few technical difficulties. I lost sound, but if we didn't get your question, as Ulix mentioned, some of our engineers will respond, or our R&D team will respond to your questions, or the sales team respond to your questions. Again, if you have further questions after today, please send those through again through email or social media. At the end of today's webinar, you will see a PPT screen that will show you the access or how to link to us on our several social media platforms that suit you. Also, we will have in a few days' time, we will have the webinar on video, and you'll be able to access that through our website, or be able to access that by LinkedIn or social media as well. So thank you, Ulix, for the questions and answers, and apologies if we didn't get to yours. So it's a bit different. We're going to move on now to our lucky draw. So some people are going to be fortunate today to win some really nice prizes. Those prizes include 2 ranges of our pharmacy refrigerator and over 10 transport coolers. There are some caveats behind the prizes, and your sales team will explain how we can get those to you and when they contact you after today. So Judy, our International Marketing Manager, who is the backbone to our team in China and around the world, who I respect greatly, and without Judy, my days would be much harder. So it's going to be really good now to see Judy on the screen and host the Lucky Door Prize. Judy's usually behind the screen doing all the hard work and never seen. But it's the people who never seen that usually make everything happen. So it's a real pleasure and a privilege to introduce Judy, our International Marketing Manager, who will host the Lucky Door Prize. So good luck, everybody, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes. So over to Judy for the Lucky Door Prize. Thank you, Judy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Judy, and I'm the International Marketing Manager. Thank you all so much for joining us in this live webinar today. And I want to wish you all the best of luck with our lucky draw. First, we will draw 20 happiness prize winners who will receive 5 exquisite USB desks each. Okay, let's start the draw. Stop. Congratulations to the 20 lucky friends who have won the happiness prizes. They are Deepak, Mr. Bao, Marin, Rini, Ann. For the sake of time, I won't read all the names one by one. You can contact and confirm with our sales manager later. Next, we will draw our third prize winners who will receive a transport cooler and 5 exquisite USB desks each. Okay, get ready. Start. Stop. Okay, congratulations to the 10 lucky friends who have won the third prizes. They are Nagan, Buddha, Michelle, Nagan, Lawrence, Jackie, Regine, Gloria, Miss Kimmy, Fahad. Okay, congratulations. Please contact our sales manager later. Now we will draw the second prizes. Who will receive a pharmacy refrigerator of HYC 68A and 10 exquisite USB desks. Okay, get ready. Start. Stop. Congratulations to the 5 lucky friends who have won our second prizes. They are Tanaka, Gopinath, Winia, Adrian, Susan. Please contact our sales manager later. Finally, we will draw the third prize winners who will receive a pharmacy refrigerator of HYC 290 and 15 exquisite USD desks. Okay, get ready. Start. Stop. Congratulations to the two lucky winners. They are Biosphere Harry. Congratulations. Please contact our sales manager later. Okay, that's all for the lucky draw. Congratulations to all the winners and thank you all again for your participation. Now I will hand over to Peter. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy, and congratulations to all the winners today. It was really nice to see you, Judy, on the screen for a change, so everyone can get to know who the person is that makes these things happen. So congratulations, everybody. As Judy mentioned, your sales contact will talk to you a bit about the process behind being able to get your products that you won today. In wrapping up, again, questions, keep sending them through. If we didn't answer them, we will. I want to thank the marketing team, obviously Judy, who you've just seen, Gareth and Dylan. I'd like to thank Ulix team, everyone from the Middle East and from the Asia team for their support leading up to the webinars. There's a lot of work and time that goes into these, so thank you to the entire team. I'd like to thank our partners that were involved today. We really appreciate that. And as I mentioned, without you, things don't happen. So we really appreciate you and your time. I'd also like to thank Richard Treffato, our General Manager from the UK, and for his time in giving you an overview. And as I mentioned, everyone that you heard from today are available by email or on social media. So you can find all those details on our website, which is www.haiermedical.com. And a PPT is going to come up now as we wrap up the session, and you'll be able to see how to access us and follow us to find the latest technology and the latest products and solutions from Haier Biomedical. We are the leaders in the industry, so follow us, and you'll be able to see that on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and or WeChat. So without further ado, thank you very much to everybody for your time, your efforts, and your patience. So thank you and goodbye.